Okay, the cash flow statement. The cash flow statement, like I said, is not provided by your accountant. Most accountants don't provide it, but it has three segments in that cash flow. Is what happens between the profit and loss and the balance sheet, all the money that went around between them. Okay, all of that money that's shuffling between both of them is what cash flow statement will tell you what is happening. If you bought a new equipment or you borrowed money, this is how you have more cash. This is how you have less, or you paid off a loan. This is how you have less money, less cash. The goal of every business is to increase the cash. Ultimately, when you have that question at the end of the month or at the end of the year, well, I made a $50,000 profit, but I don't see the 50,000. It's because most of the money may have gone to the other areas, and this tells you where it went. The goal of every company is, if I made a profit of $50,000, I want to be able to keep as much of that $50,000 in my bank account. You may not be able to do it all the time. There is some investment and financing activities that may not let you keep all of the 50,000, but you want to be keeping as much of that $50,000 as possible. So if you are able to keep out of the 40,000 is great. You did a great job on that, okay? And that's how you see more money in the bank account, and that's how you can say, okay, I can give myself a raise, or I can pay off that debt, or I can pay off this, or I actually can go buy another machine because the bank is going to say you're generating cash. You are generating cash. So basically, you're looking at cash flow from operating activity. This is what you do from operating activities. Okay, you created $11,000 payments of operating 5,700 net cash. Investment purchase office equipment for 5,000. Cash flow from financing activity, issuance of stock, notes payable, payment for dividend. You took the $500. Basically, at the end of the month, you net increase in cash was $15,000. Now, most of it, if you see, comes from this. Okay, this is, you got $15,000. The rest is being used in different activities. Okay, and that's what tells you how you got $15,000. You got 10,000 because you put in 10,000. You bought a 5,000. That's 15. Yeah, you took half $500, and these two kind of balance itself out. Basically, you know, whatever you made here, you made here. Now, obviously, you use this note payable 5,000 to buy that machine or that equipment. As you can see, this is how it tells you how your money moved between the two accounts, between the balance sheet and profit and loss. Okay, now breaking down the cash flow statement. Obviously, this one incorporates, as you can see, it incorporates a lot of the other pieces. Operating activity, financing activity, inflow and outflows of each of those, investment activity, and that's how you kind of get the cash flow statement. Now, when you want to grow and you want to do this, you look at the cash flow, you see how you're spending your money, you see where your money is going, you make changes to those money, to that use of capital or you use of money, and you create a projection of cash flow. Now you're starting to be proactive on how to use that money and how you're going to generate more money, okay? Because this is how you're using your money. Remember, this is what's happening. Now you're going to make the projection and you're going to look forward and see what changes I need to do and how I manage the money so I can make more and keep more of it. So now the cash flow statement and balance sheet connects to that. Remember the cash of the balance sheet and all of that? Well, guess what? At the end of the period, it's 15,200. That's how your cash kind of translated into your statement of cash flow. All of this needs to balance. So they're all connected in one form or another. Remember, this one came from your P&L also. Okay, part of it, this came from there also, from your retained earnings. So this is how you start connecting all three. So just looking at one without looking at the other two is incomplete, okay?